In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what you can do and some of the steps you can take to remedy flagged account, an account that's been disabled. Okay, so generally, Facebook will disable an account if it violates their terms of service. Okay, so if you, to give an example, if you use, if you're selling something that's just not allowed on their terms of service, and these could be items like firearms or fire-inducing items. If you use like outdoor paracords, if you want to sell them, these are violations of Facebook's policy. Okay, so this is where your account will be disabled. Other situations can be that you have something that's controversial, offending on your campaign, and a user actually flagged it. Okay, and if that happens enough times, then Facebook will manually look at the campaign and they will disable it. Okay. So there is no right or wrong answer. I mean, the easiest thing to do is follow the Facebook guidelines. Okay, so you can find them on the actual Facebook FAQs, and if you, and like I said in the second paragraph, if you think that the ad account was disabled by mistake, then you let them know. Contact them. Use this. There's a contact form here that you can basically fill out and select the ad account that it's affecting. If it's your account, just be honest, okay? Just be transparent. Don't make anything up. If you have made a mistake, if it's an honest mistake, just hold your hands up and take responsibility for it. Just don't try and lie and cover it up, okay? Because that's just going to make it worse. The best thing you can do is work with Facebook to resolve this, because they're the only ones that can reinstate your account, okay? In terms of if you are starting from zero and you want some best practices about how not to get your account flagged, the easiest way to do that is just read their terms of service. Okay, I know it's long and it's boring, but there's a lot of stuff on there that they want you to follow. Okay, there's a reason they update this very regularly. So you know what, it's actually not that long. There's like 18 points. Okay, so spend like half an hour, 45 minutes going through that. Hasn't been revised for a while, actually, for about a couple of years, but go through that and just abide by their instructions. Okay, if there is any doubt, there probably isn't no doubt. If you think, if you have to question whether you have to do something, whether you can or can't do anything, my advice is just leave it off. Okay, or contact Facebook and ask them before you launch a campaign. If you're unsure, always ask Facebook first or read the terms of service. Okay, other things you can do is just make sure that your relevancy scores are high. Okay, and your positive feedback is high, your negative feedback is high, and you can do that inside of Facebook themselves. You have a couple of columns here, one for relevancy score. If you go inside the report, you can actually customize the column and you can add the feedback. Okay, the one you want to avoid obviously is the negative feedback. Okay, too much negative feedback will have an impact on your account. Okay, and treat it like a quality score. You want to make sure that your account is healthy. So you want to reduce the number of the instances of negative feedback that you get. Just try and keep your relevancy scores as high as possible, in the 9s and the 10s. Keep your negative feedback low. Keep your positive feedback high. I don't really use positive feedback because it just generally tends to reflect whatever the relevancy score is. But yeah, just use kind of basic common sense, right? If you're not sure whether you can run something or not, read the terms of service inside Facebook, and make sure it is inside Facebook. Don't read it off a forum or like off a third party. Make sure it is actually inside Facebook's terms of service, right? And it's very easy to get to. They've kind of pasted it everywhere, all over the platform. Okay. The next thing is, if your ads are flagged inside the ads manager, then you can actually follow the instructions in the red box. Okay. So if I don't actually have any disabled accounts or disabled ads, but you will see that they are flagged with a red kind of alert, like a flag. Okay, and just follow the instructions inside the box. Sometimes it could be that there's too much text on a banner post. So if you're using a photo post, like a photo of a dog or a bag or something, there's actually too much text inside the image. Okay, now Facebook has a very specific policy on this. You can't use more than 20% of the entire image size for the text. Okay, so just bear that in mind. If that is it, then just remove the image, remove the text, edit the text, whatever, and just re-upload. Okay, and just follow the instructions, just follow their lead. Okay, but if you follow their terms of service, if you stay within the guidelines, you're not gonna have any problems. You can basically launch any type of campaign that you want, and you won't have any problems.